The next level we'll look at up is using blog networks. Now, blog networks, we talked about this in one of the other, the SEO method.com video series, and we talk about blog networks. So rather than go through and actually explain what they are in great detail, just suffice to say there are different services out there that you can sign up, and you gain access to a network of blogs, and you're able to tap into that network and post your articles in their blog network back to your website. I suppose it might be considered a little bit more grey hat marketing, I suppose. I wouldn't necessarily say it's black hat, it's by no means cloaking or anything like that, but it is a little bit more on the sort of more aggressive scale. So we'll call that blog network. And what I'll use here, these ones are, I'd probably say, because these are, for the article distribution, they're going out to typically, through Article Marketer and things like that, and Content Spooling Network, they're going out to actual article directories, second tier e-zine article style directories. That's where they're going out to. Whereas the blog network, it's almost like they've built up the blog network. A lot different blog networks work in different ways. You know, sometimes they build their own blogs, sometimes they have users submit blogs, and then you just, you know, you pay your monthly access fee and you gain access to them. But again, it is a little bit more aggressive than the article distribution, and for that reason you want to be mindful of, one, which blog network you join, because you don't want to get dropped out of the search engines because, you know, you're seen to be trying to gain the search engines. So it's just important that you firstly pick a good blog network, and secondly, don't overly link it through to your money site. You will send a few links down there, but typically what I like to do is I'll use this level here of the blog networks to link into some of these articles. Now, each one of these articles, depending on the level at which you want to take it, and a lot of this, you know, we talk about good SEO rules of thumb and standard practices in the course. It really does depend on what keywords you're going after. If you're going after mortgages or credit cards or things like that, you're going to have to be a lot more aggressive and careful on what it is that you're actually doing. For example, each one of these articles you might want to optimize for a specific keyword, whereas if I'm going for something slightly less aggressive, I don't necessarily optimize each one of these keywords for articles for a particular keyword. I'll just make sure that the keyword, you know, the articles on topic and the keyword linking in the resource box back to the money site has the appropriate keyword, both to the home page and also those internal pages. But on this secondary one up here, so we were talking about, again, linking, where do we actually link back, and you'll link, you know, some of these through to these different parts, both the e-zine articles and the article distribution, and we also will fire some links down here as well. Just don't excessively go that. Really what you'll see is the blog network is very good at supporting these second tier sites, and then that will filter down into your money site. Depending on the quality of the blog network, there are blog networks that are done extremely well, and I feel more confident linking through to my money site from those particular websites. But yeah, there have been ones in the past that haven't gone down. So from the blog network point of view, typically we're looking at, where's my notes here? The blog network, I usually, the rule of thumb, sort of around 50 to 100 articles posted on the blog network. The content that I use for here, like I talked about, premium content, maybe rewriting of content. For the blog network, I'm less picky as to the content that goes up, so I'm usually using things like public domain works, getting public domain works, cutting them up into pieces using those articles, and I'm also interested in things like PLR, as long as you get a good private label rights, one like, I know the guys over at PLR Pro, and they're great and they provide really great content. There are a lot of services out there that aren't so good, but PLR content is definitely a great way to get some of the content. Some of the blog networks that I've looked at, used and recommend, we've got Portal Blog Feeder has their own, or the Portal Feeder, which is a program by Jason Podash, has different modules to it, one of which is the Portal Blog Feeder, and that is a fantastic blog network. We've also got the guys over at Stompernet. They provide a great service for their blog network as well. It's a lot more automated. It's quite good, but I don't even know if it's open at the moment, the Stompernet course. Articles Underground, that's, that's a PLR service. It's not the greatest blog network, and to be honest, I don't use it a great deal, but I have used it early on with some good success. And if you're using it in the grand scheme of things where we're talking about on the layers, that's fine to use that one as well. You've got the AMA, which is the article. I don't even know what the acronym stands for, but it's put out by the guys over at PLR Pro, and that is a fantastic network. Mark really knows his SEO over there, and yeah, he's built up a very good blog network that you can get access to. Also, there's the Content Spooling Network. Content Spooling Network is quite a good network as well, but it's all about posting these lower quality articles, doing it on slightly larger mass to these articles that you post, and also the e-zine articles, and some back to your primary money site. Moving on, the next thing that I look at as well, typically I do this early on in the piece.